Okay, if you're not having fun and if you're not shopping, you just haven't been watching. I'll just tell you that right now. Because first and foremost, Kevin, how many of these are gone? Okay. Spaghetti-O.
We've been working.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, mister. All right, over 9,000 of these spoken for. I own this, Helen owns this, Suzanne owns this, Callie owns this. If you go to my Facebook page, how did I get through this weird time in history? Well, I'll tell you, you're looking at it. Because here's the thing. I've wanted to go to spinning classes, but frankly, my back won't take it. I have sold spinning bikes at HSN as a today's special for $2,000. And frankly, if I sat on a bag of rocks, it would have been more comfortable. Not only is this cushy for your tushy, we'll give you all those measurements. If you only got it because it's a spinning bike, if you only got it because we must increase
my bust.
The biceps. And if you've seen how expensive those recumbent bikes can be, I actually, once upon a time in infomercial land, I almost bought something from another channel. Oh yeah, I shop that much. And it was from a concept from a trainer, not America's personal trainer, not somebody who's been here for over 3 decades. And I'll tell you what, I almost spent a lot more money. Now, when I got mine, I did spend a lot more money because we have been waiting for this to come back as a today's special. Here's the Shadilio. Let me give you the final quantities because as you see that banner, this is your final show. This is your final presentation. But what we're gonna do in a little over an hour, and that's only if we have enough quantities, we're gonna do a fit-you-cation. Fit education. How about them apples? Because we're gonna show you why you want this. Let me start with the bad news. The black is almost gone. And Kevin, I think we're into the hundreds remaining on that black. Okay, the black has been the most popular. How is my teal doing? Because I think, okay, 500 only on that teal. That great blue, it's kind of like a royal blue. Kevin, how's the red doing? I know the red has been very popular. Okay, last 1,000, give or take on that red. And remember, we have fewer than remaining than we have sold in the day. And then my purple, just a little over 1,000 of those to go around. And remember, it's a 3-3-3-in-1 workout, 300-pound weight capacity. The big thing is whether it's strength training, increasing, the health of your bones, your body, your heart, your butt size. This is the
butt what?
Yeah, see, listen, you've missed me, haven't you?
I miss you.
See?
The world misses you.
Well, there you go. Well, you know this guy. Of course, if you don't, you should. This is the inimitable, the one and only Tony Little, who is not only, we are the home of Tony Little. He's been here for over 3 decades. He's in the Fitness Hall of Fame. He's America's personal trainer. And do you know, Tony, and because I've been here almost 30 years, I was trying to remember the last time that you put your name on a product. Because first of all, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. You don't do something unless it meets your standards. And then number 2, and maybe number 1, it has to do it better and it has to do it different than any other product in America for the best price that we are honoring for this hour and only while supplies last.
That's why I stay in business.
Yeah, no, it's true. I
don't sell anything I don't love.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this bike, I love.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love it. And I love not only what it does. I mean, it's a recumbent bike, it's a stationary bike, it's a spinner bike. It's got all these different varieties of bikes all in one, right? And then you've got power cords, which nobody has on a bike, right?
No, sir.
So you're able to do more muscle toning and work your upper body and lower body at the same time. So that's a very big thing. Then you have 8 levels of resistance, which bikes don't have,
no, they don't.
Especially with the upper body. And so you can do a recumbent or you can change it any way you want. If you look over there, you should go ahead and do a spin class. It's a spin class.
Oh, you better believe it.
And what is this, 160 bucks? A spin class bike is what, 2 to 3 grand?
Oh yeah, and trust me, I mean, and that's conservative. That's when they were on sale. If you only did spinning on this, but you know what, here's the other thing. We are doing the lowest price, first of all, that we've ever done. It's our #1 bike in history. You can already hear us giving those quantity updates. I was hoping and praying that we would have this for this show. I'm gonna give you the #1 question, and then I'm gonna have Tony continue to give you details. Everybody's been asking about the size of the seat. I tell you what, it's over 1 foot of cushy for your tushy. So over a foot of, honestly, the nicest chair you're probably gonna have, certainly when you kind of forget you're doing exercise. So the width is almost 13 inches, and then the depth is almost 10 inches. So, and then handle to handle, you're looking at almost 20 inches, pretty close to that. Hey, Tony, obviously people know and recognize you, and I was already referring to the fact.
You're a guy that's 65 with long hair. I mean, how is it gonna miss me?
You're hard to miss and easy to love.
Oh, thank you.
How about that? It's
Yeah,
true.
Not everyone believes that.
Well, no, it is true. Tony, let's start with some of the basics, because for anyone who's watching this show, regardless of their age, regardless of their fitness level, even if you've tried other bikes, I want you to try this one. I told Tony, he was so cute. He's like, well, it has this and it has this. I'm like, you know I have this, right?
And I immediately quit talking when you said that, all right?
He's like, okay, forget it. Hey, talk about some of the resistance and why that's important and how easy this is
Well,
to
so
use.
many of the, whether you have a recumbent bike or whether you have a spinner bike type bike, right? We
Yeah.
put two together.
Right.
So you can do, kind of your spinning type classes, but at the same time, you can bend down and take it into a different position where you can go back and work with it like this. I'm just sitting in a chair, right?
Right.
So many people, listen, does the chair give you anything? You spend $250 or $300 on a bar stool, you have a drink and you fall off, right? I mean, here's
That
a piece
doesn't count as cardio.
No, it doesn't count as cardio. This is a piece of equipment that everyone in your family can use. It's very low impact. You have, so many different things you can do with it. And again, you have a computer on it. And the computer here, if I show this right here, you have distance, you have time, you have the amount of calories you're burning, you have scan function. So you're able to follow everything. And another good thing about this, what we did, is we put a little tray. No.
Yeah.
And it was just like
I know, I've been
you
using
got
it
your
for my
look
cell
over here.
phone, my notes. I know.
She's got her glasses over
my
there.
comb.
Yeah, she's putting everything on that tray.
The important
right?
things in life,
Yeah.
folks.
But
I
it's
mean,
important to have
seriously.
that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do was
Tablet.
be able to put, my iPhone or iPad here, and you could do work.
Yeah.
You could be exercising, getting, working your heart, working your lungs, working the muscles of your body, and you could be on your phone, or you could be on your iPad or laptop anytime you want.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool, and it's a piece of furniture. But it's a piece of furniture that gets you healthy,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes you feel good. That's what's important. And you guys, seriously, nobody has this price anywhere in the world.
They don't. We won't either, by the way.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
I'm
over 9,000 people bought it today.
I know. Do you read those reviews too? Here's the thing. I'm going to give you a quick little verbal quantity update, and then I want you to see some testimonials. But the truth is, this can't improve your life unless you try it. And one quick thing. I know you see that final presentation banner. We have expanded this area, and we're going to split it into 3 different parts, just because we know we always get people tuning in and out on a daily basis. But the problem is, unless you are checking out now on that Teal, we have fewer than 500 on the Teal, and I am loving that Teal. They didn't even have that as a choice when I bought mine for more money. I'll just tell you that right now.
They're not going to have it a choice today.
No, they're not.
Because it's selling out.
Absolutely. But you know what? We knew that was going to happen because it was #1 here at HSN, is #1 here at HSN. It's the lowest price that we've ever offered. We're going to pay to send it to you. We are also doing our big deals weekend, which means 5 flexible payments on everything, and that offer is done at the stroke of midnight. This goes away. Tony, actually, before this sells out, do you want to see how easy you can move it from room to room?
You mean like this? Chase Deke. Right, yeah, it's awesome, right? That's it. It folds up like that. It folds out. You got a bike. You got a recumbent bike. You got basically a spinning bike.
Oh, yeah.
You got like 3 different bikes. And again, it is very important for people to understand that having a seat on here makes it easier for everyone to watch television, to read a book, to listen to your music, and then at that same time, you're exercising your body with an unbelievable recumbent bike. I love the recumbent bike access of it. She's using the spinner bike access of it. You're gonna show them how you get up on that thing. Right? Look at this. Right, that's what people are doing in the classes, right?
Yes,
but
it
they're
is.
spending $1 zillion.
Oh, yeah.
Here you can have that at your home. She can do that anytime she wants, and then she can just sit back in the chair and work her glutes and work her hamstrings and work her heart and work her lungs, and it's no impact, virtually none.
Well, and can I point out, without the $200 and $300 shoes that you got to click in, or the padded pants that make you look like you're wearing a diaper. I mean, no, but seriously.
I never know that.
But that is, yes, I try to make light of things, as you guys know if you've ever watched me. But the truth of the matter is, a spinning bike, and I have sold them on the air, actually as a Today's Special. It's a brand that's not here on HSN any longer, but we at one point did as a Today's Special a spinning bike. It was a Today's Special price for $2,000. $3,000. And the seat on it was so uncomfortable. I was in so much discomfort the next day just based on the pressure that it put on my back. Then it kind of defeats the purpose. Tony, we've got some testimonials. Let's share some testimonials, and then let's come back with some of the features.
Just telling everyone out there, you cannot get this bike anywhere else in America. We'll sell out on Shannon's show, okay? Just pick your color and run, and we don't have as much as I'd like to have.
No, all right, take a look and a listen on just some of the things that people love, and then I'll show you a picture of me, because I love mine.
Yay!
The goals for the summer was to tone the lower area and tone my thighs. So using the bike, I was able to tone the lower areas that I was looking at as working in the arms. It has, the Flex bike also offers the arm workout, which I loved. So I was able to add both of those into the workout with the Flex bike. Using the Flex bike, I love my arm workouts, and when it was delivered and it had the bands attached to it, I was really excited to be able to ride the bike and incorporate my arm workout with it. It was all in one. Definitely being able to fit into shorts. Honestly, I haven't put on shorts for probably 10 years. And this summer, going to celebrate my daughter's 21st birthday out in Vegas and LA, I wore shorts.
Okay, well, as they say, like riding a bike, that's like working with Tony. Here's the one thing, though. If you are familiar with that spinning bike that sells for upwards of $2,000 and $3,000, I've been interested in a spinning bike, but frankly, my back will not handle it. I almost bought a similar or competing idea from an infomercial, and quite frankly, I couldn't afford what they were charging for it. So if you go to my patio, this has been my gym, this will be your gym, this is mine, this can be yours, and I'll tell you right now, I don't necessarily work out to have a smaller bottom, although I will tell you, it's a nice side benefit. I do it for my mental health. I do it for my spiritual health, because, you know, when the truth of the matter is, whether you struggle with some medical challenges like I've had in the last year, you know that phrase, you can't put a price on your health? I'll tell you what, that has never been more true than this time in history. And Tony, we're gonna talk about how each feature makes this a bike that you should be spending thousands of dollars, but they're also doing a month of Echelon training?
They're doing a 30-day Echelon experience where you can use the apps that they're on Echelon. You can experience all the trainers and everything, and that, yes, worth quite a bit of money, but they're doing it. Echelon is a major company, and by the way, so everyone understands, this is the #1 record-breaking selling bike in the history of HSN.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Cannot keep them in stock. We were lucky to be able to get this dude to 160.
Oh, I know.
All right? That's the lowest price in history. It's $150 off. That's why over 9,000 people have picked it up. But I want to show you, just by taking this one if I can, okay? Very simply, with this is how it is in your house. Obviously, it takes up no room at all, right? No. None. That's a really cool thing right there. And again, you can just take it down anytime you want, and you can change it to that. It can be that. It can be that. It can be that. Right? You would customize this for you. So if you want it, you're taller or you're longer or whatever, it customizes you. Then this, right? A major thing, right? The computer.
No, by the way, and that media tray, if you will, is normally what we would call an upsell. You know how when you see an infomercial?
They sell it separately.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm talking about. You've done enough infomercials where it's like, hey, you know. Where it's like, hey, you know, easel pad sold separately, tablet, you know, pad, you know, sold separately. So that is part of the package.
Well, it's an important part because obviously, Dick, you have a second? Obviously, you can see right here. Shows you, it gives you everything. The calories you're burning, the distance you've gone, the time you've been on it and everything. And this part here, believe it or not, means a lot to me. Oh, yeah. Because that means while I'm working, I could put my phone there. And I can work off my phone, or I can talk to people, or I can do things, or I can put my laptop in it, like over here. So that's a convenience for people. They're now exercising the heart, exercising the lungs, and doing everything they should do with a product that fits their body, customizes to their body. And over here is your resistance. You have 8 levels of resistance right here. So it's dial resistance. And I think one of the most important things that I did was make it a total body bike, right? Because so many people out there, they've got these bikes, right? But they have no way of working upper body. They give you dumbbells, right? You do dumbbells. Here, we now have power cords, right?
Oh, that's a big
deal.
So
if I want to do it, all I have to do is like this. I can work like this. I'm doing twice the amount of calorie burning because I'm doing resistance exercise, muscle toning, and cardio, right? So it's a real cool product. I love it. Obviously, you can see how many people picked it up today. Grab your color as quick as you can because it will sell out. It's an amazing product.
It is. Here's the thing. And by the way, if you are shopping for the first time, we'd love to, come on in. The water is fine if you're putting your toe in the water. I mean, seriously, we'd love to say hi to you. But the big thing is you do have to act now. This is your final presentation. I'm calling it sort of fit-ucation. Fit education, because we're going to do an expanded presentation. Hopefully we'll have enough quantities to get through the entire airing. Listen, I don't care if you're getting on a bike for the first time, if you've been disappointed with other bikes, if you've found that, whether you're getting back out there in the world or not, there is nothing that is better, in my own opinion, for your life than adding some kind of movement. This is whisper quiet. You don't worry about a huge motor or it takes up basically the same amount of space as a bath mat, and that's why a lot of people
are getting... Your legs are the motor.
Yes, your legs are
your
the
heart,
motor.
Your lungs, your arms are your motor.
Yeah, no,
but you just have to have a very smooth... The most important thing out there is when you get a bike, the movement has to be smooth.
It's true.
Right? There's so many things out there. You spend $500, $1,000. You get it home. It's very hard to do because it's not free movement. This is free movement, and so people love it. And people love the ability to be able to have a chair that supports their back. I mean, basically, if you look at it, right, how much would it cost you to buy, say, a rocking chair? Wood rocking chair. What, couple $100, $200 or $300? Maybe more? Right?
Oh, yeah.
What's it do for your calorie burning? What's it do for your muscle toning? What's it do for that? This is a piece of furniture that changes everyone in your family's life. Anyone who wants to come and sit down on this can customize it to how they want to work out their body, get in shape, and also, let's face it, clear your mind.
For sure.
Great de-stressor.
I'm just going to give a quick little quantity update because now remember, fingers crossed for me that we have enough to get through what we're calling this fit-ucation segment here at HSN. Take a moment, pump the brakes, and whether you had a Sunday fun day or not, or whether you're just trying to regroup for your life, I can tell you this, I've been here for almost 30 years. Tony has been here for over 3 decades, 35 years. I mean, honestly, this is not our first rodeo. This is not the first bike that I've ever presented. And frankly, if my friend Susie, who lives in the Keys, is watching, a lot of my Facebook friends have asked me privately off the air, yeah, but what do you really use? But yeah, what do you really like? And I can tell you, I've sold other bikes and everything has its place. This might actually be my favorite piece of fitness equipment that I've ever offered. I'm that passionate about it. And trust me, I've tried a lot of things. I certainly have. I've had some medical challenges in the last year. That's my cue to remind you, if you do, if under a doctor's care, always check with them. But I will tell you this, they will absolutely give you the thumbs up on this because this is almost zero impact. I will tell you that. Before this whole thing in my life happened, I was doing the treadmill. And frankly, I love treadmills, but they are not calorie efficient. And this is building your muscle mass. It is burning calories. And it's doing it in a way that other bikes don't. Plus, it's supporting your lower back. It does not take up a lot of room. You want the purple. If you want the red, that's actually been one of our most popular colors. On the teal, we have the final 400. You want that teal? I would absolutely encourage you to take action sometime in the next 15 to 20 minutes. The blue is almost like an indigo or kind of like a purplish blue. And then the #1 choice today has been the black. So at least take a moment and transform your life with one purchase. And I gotta be honest with you, even if you're thinking, oh, I got that treadmill or I got somebody else's bike, chances are if you're watching this show, you may have tried something in the past. You owe it to yourself to make the call and get this at home. It is that much of a sea change in terms of what I have ever presented on any level, in any show, in any of my term of office here in almost 30 years. It is hands down, I'm just gonna say it, this is my favorite fitness product that I've ever done. And I love some of the things that Tony's done. I've got many of those at home. But for him to be here as really, with his brand endorsement, I have, in the almost 30 years I've known him, I've never seen him do that. And the fact that every single show host that has worked with Tony all day long, because I've watched him all day long, Every single show host has purchased this. A lot of people think, oh, they gave it to her. No, 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 no. Helen bought hers.
Yeah.
Suzanne bought hers.
Yeah.
I bought mine. And we're gonna pay to send it to you for this show. This is your only opportunity, and you owe it to yourself to get this at home and transform your life. And here's the other thing. In fact, I'm gonna make this personal challenge, even though there's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Even if you wake up that morning, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna work out today. Here's what I'd love for you to do. Then just go, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on that thing. I'm just gonna sit on it because it's so comfortable.
It's a piece of furniture.
It's a furniture.
Ergonomic person.
And then I double dog dare you, while you're running, it's just like, I'm just gonna sit on it today. So then you start pedaling and you go, well, you know what? That's not too bad. I'll just do it for 5 minutes. I'll just watch the rest of the weather, right? And then you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. And then because you don't have to look for those resistance bands that you spent a flex pay for, because I have, you don't have to monkey around with the dumbbells. You don't have to monkey around. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm seeing a little bit of that wiggle in my jiggle. Jiggle with it. I'm seeing a little bit of that.
We all have a little wiggle.
We all have a little wiggle and jiggle.
I even have wiggle and jiggle.
Only in the good places.
Is that right?
I don't know.
I'm here. I can even go like this with one leg and put my leg up on the other one.
But you
know,
could,
it's a spin.
you could stretch,
But it's
right?
3 bikes in one,
Yeah.
right? So for everyone to know, it's a spin bike, right? It's a spin bike. You can go, show them how you spin on that, right? Get up so she can go at any time she wants, all right? It's a chair bike. So she can just lean back in the chair, relax, do a recumbent bike, which costs a lot of money. Recumbent bikes cost a lot of money.
Trust me, I know.
So she's got the back support, and she's got everything on her like that. So that's quite the amazing thing that she can do. And again, you got a chair bike, a chair.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go out and you buy a piece of furniture, you're spending a lot of money that doesn't give you anything back. You don't lose any weight on it. You don't get to go ahead and see how many calories you're burning and the distance you've gone and the stuff that you did. All that stuff's on here. It's an amazing bike. I want people to know you'll never get a bike like this and the quality like this that's recumbent, that's stationary, that you can do other things, that has the power cords, which have 8 levels of intensity, which is a dial intensity,
adjustable,
which is really important.
You bet it
right?
is.
I mean, a lot of people will buy a spinner bike for $500 to $1,000. What do? They get dumbbells.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They have to go out and now buy dumbbells. It's another $35 or $40 to do it. This is built in so everyone, husbands, wives, kids, everybody can get on this and customize it to their body. And again, this is also always very important to show people the difference in what you can do. If I want to take this up and go like that, I can. So very simply, and lock it in. And that's a big deal for everyone out there. You can see how she's sitting tall.
Yeah.
Right? She's totally
Look
up
at
there.
you, long, lean thing, Jan.
And then she's laid back. She's like riding some motorcycle or something that helps get her in shape. It's just an amazing product, and I think everyone loves it.
And Tony, we're going to take a listen to some more testimonials, but before we do that, Kevin, Tony, let me ask you, because you're in the Fitness Hall of Fame, you're America's personal trainer. When I change the position of the bike, meaning from recumbent to stationary, and there's a little diagram that illustrates that also changes the focus of what muscles are fired as well, correct?
Yeah, it does. I mean, listen, this bike fires almost all the muscles.
Right,
but
so it is a full body workout.
But when you get in angles like that, like you're talking about angles, right?
So
your feet are up, back here, you're using more hamstring.
You better believe
So
it.
people get more hamstring, you're burning more calories, you're working more glutes. A lot of people like to work the glutes, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're still working your heart. You're still working your lungs. You're doing something healthy for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people can't get outside. To be able to have this in your home, doesn't matter if it's a teenager. Doesn't matter whether it's a mother. Doesn't matter whether it's a father. Doesn't matter who it's. Everybody this customizes to, and that's what gives you the results.
This is a to the family, for the family gift, and I can tell you, I'm going to show you the seat again. Kevin, who's doing graphics tonight? If I give them a cookie, can they build a little call out with
Good thing we're doing with an exercise bike.
Okay, Cody, I've got cookies. If you could build a little call out with the size of the seat, because that's what people have been asking. I've got cookies. He's like, okay, I'll give you a cookie anyway. But
this is what
I have back issues, and again, if you are under a doctor's care as I am, always check with a doctor, of course, but I will tell you, I can't do other bikes. I'll just be pretty forthright about that. I can't, let me say that again. I physically cannot do other bikes. Tony's lovely wife, Michelle, has known me for many years as well, and she's like, Shannon, as long as I've known you, right? Do you know what? I think I've known Michelle almost as long as I've known you.
Really?
Yeah. I know, seriously. But she knows I have always been into fitness. I have. And there was a time in my life where I was told I couldn't do things. And let me just tell you, even with everything else going on, that was, you know, like an end of life story for me. That's just, it's been that part of my life. And I will tell you this. Now again, always check with your doctor. I cannot use a regular bike. I can't. It puts too much pressure on my spine and too much pressure on my lower lumbar region. This supports that. And the big thing for me is, part of the reason I did this is because I can't physically, for me at least, and results always vary, I couldn't take a regular bike, but I got this one because it is more calorie efficient, it is more energy efficient, it is going to give you a full and an entire body workout. You're going to get a 30-day Echelon membership as part of your package, and then you can choose to continue or not. And by the way, those classes are more than just fitness classes. I do a lot of shows with Andrew Lessman, and Andrew and I have actually had a lot of conversations about fitness and what to do. I can tell you for a fact, I don't care how old you are, I don't care how young you are, I don't care if you want to lose weight, I don't care if you want to be heart healthy. Frankly, for me, I find that my back issues are always improved when I'm doing a regular exercise program, right?
This makes you flexible.
Oh yeah.
It gives, ups your circulation so it's more flexible. Gets your muscles, loosened up. At the same time, build your muscles. A lot of people might have strong back muscles, but have terrible stomach muscles or ab muscles.
Oh yeah.
So this gives you the balance to work all of it.
It does. Actually, guys, there is a tape measure on the set, but you know what? There wasn't any room for pockets in these pants. So I had to put my tape measure over there. Normally I'm wearing jeans. So I'll get the tape measure in a second. So you know what, to give you time to do that, let's take a look at some more testimonials, and then I'll give you another quick quantity update. We see you there. I've got one for you. I'm now dipping below 400 on that teal. Obviously you can hear how passionate I am, and I have presented a lot of things in the almost 30 years I've been here at HSN, and fitness has always been kind of my mainstay for my mind and my mood, let alone my body. I cannot imagine what I would have done if I wouldn't have had this. And I want you to try it. I really do. I've sold other bikes. I've presented other bikes. I've done other fitness equipment. Actually, I've got Tony's resistance bands that I love, but this is all in one. You do realize that. And it's the best price on the #1 selling bike that we're doing for this show and this show only. And I'm not the only one who loves it.
The reason I started on a fitness journey was because I started to feel very unhealthy. I didn't have the energy that I wanted anymore. And I had actually gained a lot of weight without realizing it. It was time, I didn't want to end up on a bunch of medications. What I enjoy the most about the Flex bike is that it works the total body. You're doing a great workout on your arms at the same time you're working your abs and your legs. I mean, it's just an awesome way to get a full body workout, super quick and super easy. My favorite exercise to do on the Flex bike is with the cables, just doing my arms out straight as I'm bicycling and sitting straight up, and a few of those, and it's just, oh my gosh, you just light up your back, and it's just a great way to start the day. It is whisper quiet, so I don't have to have the volume really loud of my music while I'm working out, and I don't disturb my husband, so he doesn't even hear me working out, and he can sleep through the morning, and I can get my workout. It's made exercising super convenient and super easy and fit into my lifestyle. I do get on the bike every day because I really want that stretching and that posture fix, so when I don't get on it, I can tell a difference in my day. It just helps me to get to a calmer place. So that's a surprising benefit that I would never have thought. The important part is I'm getting the results. It works for me and I love it.
Younger than me, right?
Okay, I'm gonna give you some quantity updates here in a moment, but just for those of you out there, I know I verbally gave you those measurements, but we're looking at, actually it's a little bit wider there. It's about a foot, so about a foot of cushy for your tushy, and then, what? Okay, just a moment.
What? Sorry.
What are you up to shenanigans back there?
I'm just
putting
the young folk to work.
Yes, sir.
I just want him to go.
Are you he's the lead instigator?
I'm a 65-year-old kid.
No,
with
that
long
is
hair
true.
still.
No, that is true. That is absolutely true. But cushy for your tushy, and then remember again, you know, basically a little over 8 inches, close to 9 inches on that depth. A couple of quick quantity updates, and if you are channel surfing, here's what we're doing. This is your last presentation, and we're gonna do what I call an expanded assortment of fitucation. It is fitness education. And in the world of bikes, and in the world of exercise bikes, and in the world of exercise equipment, this is one of a kind. It is our #1 exercise, our #1 bike of all time for the best price that we will see this year. You choose it in your color of choice. Now, a couple of things. The teal, now again, this is supposed to be an expanded presentation. We have fewer than 400, just a little over 300 available on that teal. If you want the red has been the second most popular color today. We have about the last 1,000, give or take, last 1,000, last, you know, little more than 300, not more than that. The black that Tony is misappropriating over there.
Well, what's misappropriating?
No,
Just
I mean,
because I took it out in line.
Never. I would count it. I would be disappointed if you weren't up to no good, in a good way.
Thank you.
See?
In a positive way. Yeah, I just, you know, I'm just proud that I got a chance to represent it. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Because here's something that sits in a corner and can immediately take you to a different level of
True.
exercise and wellness for everybody. And it's for men and women of all ages,
Yeah.
as well as your kids. You know, so it's a great product, and I'm so happy I got to represent it.
Yeah.
I really am.
You know, and because again, Tony said too, he doesn't, you know, represent or do anything that you don't. At this point in your career,
After
you don't have
35
to.
years,
was
I
just
wouldn't
gonna
even
say,
be here if
yeah,
I did that.
at this point, you don't have to. I mean, he really doesn't. I mean, and that's why what was so funny when you and Suzanne kicked this off last night, and they said, "Oh, Tony's coming in." I'm like, "Oh, does he have a show?" You know, I mean, literally, I'm like, and he's like, "No, he's with the Today's Special." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And you know what? That it kind of validated my experience, because if you like it, I like it. You know what I mean? Because I
if you
trust
like it, I like it.
Exactly. But it's really, really true. Oh, by the way.
You just had 10,000 people that bought it today.
Well, there you go.
10,000 people bought this.
And there you have it. That's a big deal.
Well, it's a big deal because everyone out there knows this is the best buy in America.
Oh, yeah.
And this is legitimate because you have recumbent, and you have stationary bike, and you have customization, and you have the fact that it folds up, could be on an apartment, a condo,
Oh, yeah.
anywhere you want, and you could just say, goodbye, and just roll away with it.
Have Jim will travel. I mean, seriously, that black, if you want it, I'm really gonna recommend it now. I love this blue. I think, Kevin, you said like just a little over 1,000 left of that blue too. It is almost like an indigo, or has a little bit of a royal blue coloring to it. Last 300 on that teal, last 1,000 on the red. And then I love that purple. These are the colors that were sold out when I tried to get mine. And we're gonna pay to send it to you. So in just a couple of minutes, we're gonna refresh this presentation because we know we get channel surfers, you know, all across America on a minute-by-minute basis. And what I'd love to do is, even if you're just channel surfing, we'll reintroduce you to these features of this one-of-a-kind, our top-selling bike, the best price in America, the only scheduled chance for the year, and we're gonna transform your life. And I'm gonna issue that challenge again. If you're saying, I'm not a fitness person, I've tried a bike, they didn't work for me, I'll tell you what, just like Andrew Lessman vitamins, if you tried other vitamins and didn't have a great experience, you had the wrong vitamin. If you've tried another bike but you didn't have a great experience, you tried the wrong bike. I almost double dog dare you or defy you to not like this. And I'm serious when I say, with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee and free shipping, we're gonna pay to send it to you for basically the initial cost of what you might expect to pay for just the resistance bands. You get up in the morning, you're saying, I don't feel like working out today. Then say, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on that. I'm just gonna, you know, I'll watch the weather.
I'm just gonna sit on that.
I'm just gonna sit on it. It feels, you know, because it feels kind of good. Kind of feels like an easy chair. Kind of feels pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do this.
Exercise always feels good.
Yeah, start pedaling.
Yeah.
Start pedaling. Start pedaling. And by the way, Tony, one of the things, and then we'll go back through the features, the fact that I can go forward and reverse, why is that important? Because that's also unusual, right?
Well, yeah, because you can work your hamstrings, which is a big part of your leg, on the back, which
Sure.
attaches to your glutes, which is your butt, which is really important.
You want to be bootylicious?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? But, you know, and again, the quads and everything. But this is a total body bike, and that's why I love it, right? And again, everyone out there spends, you know, again, a lot of money on just furniture.
Oh.
You go out and you buy a wood chair and you're spending $300 or $400. Does it help you lose weight? Does it make your help work your heart? Does it, you know, work all the health benefits you want? And does it give you energy? renews your energy.
Yeah.
When you do a product like this, which is recumbent, which I love, all right?
Yeah.
But obviously it can be stationary too. So she's got a spin bike or whatever she wants. I had to put the ropes on it because I felt it should be a total body calorie burning bike.
Yes.
You know, so you're able to do that and add more, but she can raise it up and down. Come over here, you got a spin bike. And again, it's a chair. Go ahead, lean back. It's a chair.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Don't you wish you had a piece of furniture that exercises your heart, that exercises your legs, that gets your buttocks tight, that you know what I'm saying? That's what this is. And you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, it's $150 off today. And that's why you have 10,000 people buying it.
You know what? So it's I can't quite say it like a buy one, get one. I mean, but when you think about it, if you do the math, it's kind of
$150 off, $10 difference.
I mean, kind of close to that. I mean, especially because the shipping is free. I mean, so by the time you factor in the shipping, I mean, here's what we're going to do. We've got so many things going on. Remember, we are in over 100 million homes, and we have people tuning in on a minute-by-minute basis. So if we haven't convinced you yet, first of all, why not? Grab a cup of coffee, whatever it takes. We're going to refresh the presentation in this final shot, a little fit-education. Fit education. And I promise you, we're gonna help you transform your life. So, you know, take a moment, see what else is coming up at HSN, and then we're gonna reintroduce you to why this is my favorite exercise bike, my favorite exercise product that we've ever done. And then we're gonna help you clear the air, okay, getting those lungs in shape. How about helping them out with something that is coming up with our dear friend Tracy Rosa? She is gonna be here at 12 midnight, and this is kind of an encore of something. Gosh, I've got this in my... Are you interloping on my sphere?
I'm wanting to get closer to you.
Yeah, well, listen to that.
I've known you so long.
Okay, what am I talking about? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna make you stick around. I am, yeah.
Yeah, now I'm gonna get in trouble. Thanks.
Every Monday night, I'll be here to help you make your house a home. I'll bring you new ideas to keep you safe. To provide comfort and convenience. So start your week with me. Watch Adam's Open House Monday nights at 9.
Hey there, it's Leslie, your HSN style expert, and I'm here with exclusive behind-the-scenes access to this year's fall fashion selections, and I can't wait to show them to you. Join me on the runway for a week-long series that will get you at peak chic all fall long. We've reserved a front row seat just for you. Shop the runway tomorrow through Friday at 4 p.m. right here on HSN.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Summer's almost over, but the deals at HSN are still hot. Join us for our Labor Day sale and save big with an extra 25% off select clearance. Keep the summer breeze blowing with a cool deal on this Hunter Air Purifier fan. And freshen up for fall with bestsellers from Beekman 1802 under $25. Plus, get ready for the new school year with free shipping and handling on all HP computers. Find your fall time favorites during HSN's Labor Day sale, September 2nd through 5th.
Okay, America, we're gonna change your life. Look who we got. Look who we got. Look who we got.
Who do you got?
This one, Jan and Caroline, and you. Poor Jason, he's like, that is why we don't let you have the Steadicam, Miss Smith. See, they normally do the Steadicam for fashion shows, and I'm always begging for it because, you know what? Fitness moves you. If you are just channel surfing into HSN, I really, first of all, I want to welcome you. I promise I'll simmer down once I sit down. Because I'm very excited about this. Speaking of excited, Kevin, can I show him? You guys ready to do the 10,000 wave? You ready?
What's the
you ready?
10,000 wave?
The 10,000 wave. Do it. Okay. 10,000.
10,000 sold today.
10,000.
But look at the price. Look at the price and free shipping and handling. Can't buy this anywhere but HSN.
And you thought he was going to be the nutty one.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can obviously hear how much fun I'm having. Part of the reason is I own this bike, and I wanted to introduce you to America's personal trainer for a reason. I've known Tony for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
He's been here for over 30, like 35. And in the almost 30 years I've been here at HSN, I've sold a lot of exercise equipment. I've presented a lot of different machines. The last time that I did a spinning bike, it is a brand that is no longer on the air, so I'm not putting shame in their game, but a spinning bike Today's Special that I personally had to demonstrate and was on the air with, we sold it as a Today's Special for almost $2,000. So if you just considered that this is going to be your spinning class, this is going to be your spin gym, this is going to be your spinning machine, it is also resistance and weight training, which not only helps for those of us who are, you know, postmenopausal and you're worried about your bone health. I mean, let's be honest, they tell you, you got to move it or you will lose it. So it is also strength training. And then it is both an upright and a recumbent bike in one. It's actually really 4 products in one. We're going to include a 30-day Echelon membership to get you going. And do you know what? It's almost like you set it and forget it, because you can fold it up to about the size of a bath mat. We're going to include the resistance bands that are integrated in the perfect position to maximize no effort, but it will help you increase that muscle mass. And by the way, that's when you burn more calories. You can choose it in the purple, the red. Last call, y'all. It is the final 1,000 on that red. It is the final 300 on that teal. We have just a little over 1,000 on that indigo blue. It's blue in the system, but it's kind of like an indigo. And then the black has been the most popular today. And you know what? We want you to try it. Frankly, I want you to try it. If you find and like me at Facebook, I promise I do have a serious side. I usually try to post recipes. My friend Darren was talking about that. I love to be in the kitchen here at HSN. I do. And fitness has always been a passion for me, but I will tell you, not all bikes are created alike. Nope. And Tony Little, you know him as America's personal trainer. He's been inducted into the Fitness Hall of Fame. This is the first time, Tony, I was thinking about this. This is the first time he's interloping onto my sphere.
Yeah, I didn't know there wasn't any video. It sounded weird.
Well, I would be the one.
Night.
Well, there you go. So, Tony, the thing is, I've known you a long time.
Long time.
Do you know, this is, at least in terms of what I can remember, this is the only time that I've been with you that I've seen you endorse or, you know, kind of put your stamp of approval on another piece of fitness equipment.
Well,
it really is.
Echelon,
yeah.
which owns this, is
Right.
a very, very big.
They're a big deal.
A big deal, big company.
Big deal.
Put out quality, put out commercial exercise equipment.
Yeah.
Commercial, okay? So when they developed this patent and were able to do it, I fell in love with it because it's a chair, okay? Let me just say something. It's a chair, first of all. So what do we use chairs for? We use it to watch TV.
True.
So what happens if you have this in front of your thing and you now have back support, which is a big deal, right? A lot of people don't have back support. I have back support. I can watch television and work out my body in the commercial breaks, or I can do anything. So I like that from the very beginning. But you can also take it up in height, like you're higher than I am, right?
Right.
I'm lower and doing recumbent. You're doing more of a stationary bike,
right?
Right. And over here, she's really doing a stationary bike. Look at her, how high she's going right there.
Jan, that's
and then you
great.
go over here. Look how low she is, right? So she's like sleeping on the darn
Sweet
thing.
Caroline is a little, you know, like a little recumbent
But it allows
action.
you to customize, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different body and everybody has a different want they want to do. So it was important for me. Then you got the computer on you here that basically shows you the calories you're burning, the distance you've gone, all the information that you want. And at any time you want to do it, you can, like me, all right? I think everyone has a phone on them. Everyone,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So now, boom, there's your phone.
Yeah.
So you could go and you might as well get directions to where you're going to eat later. You know, because you can now because you're burning more calories.
I mean, but you know, we make light of these things, and there are so many testimonials to share. By the way, you can take a moment to read some of those testimonials for yourself. Cool. I do want to point out, though, and that's why I was making a big deal out of that 10,000 wave. We have sold countless tens of thousands of these. Helen bought it, I bought it, Suzanne bought it. Every single show host who owns this, including me, spent more money than you're spending tonight. And I almost double dog dare you. Sit on it, and you will find yourself being compelled to use this. It's that different from any other bike that you've tried. And that's why I say, even if you've tried other bikes, even if you've tried other exercise things, you're just saying exercise is not right for me, you're gonna have so much fun with me. So fun with it, and I hope you've been having fun with me and Tony, but you'll never know how much of a sea change this is going to be in your life until you try it. I'll have Tony summarize all the great features for you.
I wanted to be taller than you.
Oh, you
Look
are.
what I just did.
Okay. Here's the other stuff people love.
Well, I used to be real active, but I had a car accident, so it affected my back. Slowly getting my body acclimated to exercise and using the flex bike has really helped build my core. I like the arm movement in it. It helps build with the resistance bands. I really enjoy working up a little bit of a sweat in my house as opposed to going out riding my bike. And I really don't like riding my bike at night too much around the neighborhood. So I feel I can do a lot more in the comfort of my own home. I found that I have more energy and I'm sleeping better at night. Just makes me feel good all around.
You got the actual app.
Well, it's so funny. So when we did that little time out, Tony, I mean, he wasn't even catching up. How you been? What are you doing? What'd you have for dinner and
You
breakfast?
busted me.
Cookies. No. He was talking about the bike.
I love the bike. That's what I'm here for. I love the bike.
I haven't seen him in person for over 3 years, and I'm like, hey, because I want to.
I love you too. That's why I'm here.
Exactly, but he's like, and I can't believe it. So he's walking the walk and talking the talk. But let's just go back to in all seriousness, I almost bought a similar concept from an infomercial, and it was a lot more money. And normally on infomercials, and you watch them if you watch late at night, things are done a la carte. And so the computer included, right? Yeah. This little tray or station for your media, for your tablet, for your comb, if you're me, this is, already included. The assembly is very, very easy. And here's the other thing about this. So,
there you go.
Well, thank you.
No, you're in your class now.
I am in my class.
You're in class.
And you are best in class.
And you used to skip class.
Well, yes, you're right. And you are shocked to hear that, I'm sure.
I'm not shocked at all. I'm not at all. That's why I said it. Hey, listen, you don't think I skip class?
Well,
you know what I skip class to do, believe it or not? Huh. Go to the gym at YMCA.
Oh, yeah.
And then my mom would find out, and then she'd call the principal, and I'd get my butt dragged in. Because she was a teacher at the school I skipped.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's bold, I will tell you that. Hey, Tony, let's, because we've only got about 10 minutes left in this hour, and this is the final presentation. Now, just so you know, we're getting ready to dip below 300 on that teal. We are now, I think, we're in the hundreds remaining on my red. So if you want the red, if you want the teal, do it now. We are over that 10,000 mark. We are paying to send it to you. It is free shipping. Just the resistance bands alone, and I know retail values vary, but I have spent more. Look at that flex pay. As Tony said, it's $150 off for my show. And only for my show, and only as long as supplies last. So if you factor in the free shipping, $150, plus $10, that would put you at about $60 or $160, which is pretty much the price of the bike. Which I'm not great at math, but that's pretty much a half off sale. I mean, it really is. And we're doing that for this hour and for this show and only until 12 midnight. The resistance bands, I have, lots of great resistance bands at homes, but I'll tell you right now, I've spent more than $34. I bought a set of hand weights, just 10-pound dumbbell, like hand weights. They were $11 a piece, just for those.
If you buy the dumbbells, right? Like you get a set of 4-pounders or anything like that. You're like $15 to $25 for that. Here you just dial it.
Adjustable
You just dial
resistance.
it and it adjusts the resistance, and it's continuous resistance all the way up to quite a bit of weight.
It is. Hey Tony, can we kind of bullet point the features? Meaning, it's a recumbent, it's a stationary upright.
Well, it's actually 3 bikes. That's the big deal. It's a spin bike. It's a chair bike, meaning I love it as a chair, like you're sitting or over here, what she's sitting. So it's a chair bike, and it's a total recumbent bike. So it's got all these different functions, and then you got the upper body movement, which customizes to your body, which is very important. And then you got this readout here. I mean, you got the calories you're burning, the distance you've gone, the time you've been on it, everything like that. I burnt 493 calories. I'm the man.
You are.
Because this is my first day out. They let me out. But that's pretty good.
It is.
Being out here and burning 495 calories?
I mean, that is.
Woo!
But you know what?
No wonder I'm tired.
And the thing is, full disclosure, I've moved the resistance down for this errand just so that I can talk to y'all. But whether you're beginner, intermediate, or even advanced, you can make this as advanced or as easy as you want it. You are always in complete control. I think, Dixon, there's probably a good shot with that jib with Caroline. Caroline, do you mind cycling through the different modes and stuff on the computer? And I mentioned mention that because the big thing for me, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking away your class there on your cute little tablet. Otherwise, Deke, I can do it on mine too. It's whatever's easiest for you guys. The big thing that I want to point out is it's a large readout, but not a clunky screen, which I think is genius because almost the entire panel is all display. But it's not a big clunky thing. So you've got your modes, and notice that all you do is you cycle through that. So that's gonna show you your miles per hour, that's gonna show you your time. So there's my speed, there's the distance. Now they haven't reset this today. I haven't gone 18 miles, I can promise you that. You know,
that was probably my unit.
Yeah, exactly, unless you put a speedometer in my mouth, and it's like, that girl, she been running her mouth. She probably did do 18 miles. And I haven't burned 688 calories, but you get the general idea. And then, of course, you've got that odometer. So again, whether it's time or distance or calories, the big thing for me is I want you to do this for yourself. I don't care if you're like my mom. My mom had a heart episode this last year. And again, if you're under a doctor's care, always check with him or her. And results are always going to vary. But they put my mom in an exercise program. My mom has never been part of an exercise program. I always have. And do you know, she didn't change anything with her diet, but she lost about almost like 10 pounds. So
it's a lowest impact exercise. So
yes.
It's not hurting your feet, not hurting your knees, not hurting your back.
No.
And you're getting a lot of cardio, which is great muscle toning and very important for our heart and our health of our body. So it's a great product. I mean, you guys have sold a lot of these. I got involved with them because I fell in love with the bike.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll get that dude out. And what do? We get about 11,000 out in a day.
I know.
Because it is the best buy in America on a dual action bike.
It is. So I'm just gonna do a little tour and then I'm gonna give you the quantity left here. So Sweet Jan, she's using this in a full upright position, but now she's doing kind of like a spinning bike. Sweet Caroline is using, she's like her little easy chair there, right? Like a little easy chair. Tony's kind of in between, and so am I.
I'm working my guns.
And you are, yes, Thunder and Lightning are making an appearance.
66-year-old guns.
Yes.
They're starting to have to sputter.
You've never, I mean, seriously, you've never looked happier or better. I mean, seriously, and I've known you a long time. I mean, seriously.
I feel good.
Yeah, and you know what? You look like it. I mean, and that's just it. When you move your body, you're gonna be amazed at how it responds to you. So the resistance bands are integrated into a perfect position. And then if you do struggle with back comfort challenges, as I do, part of the reason that I bought this one, and I was looking at a competing or a similar concept from an infomercial, and then it's a great product, but it was a lot more money, but I loved that they're designed to help support my lower back and lumbar area. Now, by the way, this is over a foot of comfort and almost 10 inches of depth, like 8 inches in depth, and then about a foot in, you know, a little over a foot measuring side to side, and then about 18 inches with those padded handles. So we're getting ready to the begin, you know, we're gonna reset the presentation in this final look. It is your, what I'm calling your fit-education, fitness education. And there's a reason that you're watching tonight. I hope that you are doing this. I've presented and I've talked about a lot of different things that I've offered here at HSN. I've known Tony for almost 30 years. This is my favorite fitness item that we've ever done. I spent more money, and you will spend more money after this show. Let's be clear, because we have sold well over 10,000. We're actually getting close to that 11,000 mark. You need to try it now. And here's the other caveat. You have to check out before midnight before we raise the price. This is your final opportunity scheduled for the year. In fact, we don't know when we can get this back. I love that purple. The red, I've got about 900 remaining on that red, and it's a real cherry rockin' red. The teal, don't say that I didn't warn you. We've got fewer than 300 now on that teal. So fewer than 300 on that teal. That blue is really kind of like an indigo blue. I think it's really pretty. And then that black is really kind of a classic. So Tony, in a nutshell, because again, we're continuing with this expanded and last opportunity in our today's special. We're gonna be selling out of that teal probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes, possibly less, because I know a lot of people like to watch the presentation and then call back later. Who needs this, and why do they need this bike?
I think everybody needs it, right? Because what you have is something that's really a piece of fitness furniture.
Sure.
All right, so instead of being on a furniture and sitting there not doing anything, you can watch television, exercise your heart, exercise your lungs, exercise your body, get toned, get firm, lean into it, or take care and grab the the power ropes here, which go up to 8 levels.
Yeah,
all right,
nice.
of resistance that you can do, which you're getting rid of the flab on the arms and you're getting muscle tone, getting stronger. But listen, it's all about the heart. It's all about the lungs. It's all about being healthy again and burning calories, but burning it the right way. Not, where you're leaning over, working all day, and you're not really getting the muscle tone and the strength that you deserve. As we get older, you need your muscle tone, you need your strength, you need your flexibility, and you need your oxygen.
Yeah.
And bikes give you a lot of oxygen.
Yeah, no, they do. But also notice it is whisper quiet. So we've got 4 bikes going right now, and frankly, we're not struggling to talk over like some motor, some belt humming or something like that. I mean, we're just not. And so it's also great you can do it. The gym is always open. The fitness center is always open. And I almost double dog dare you to not like this. I'm serious about that. Because,
I love it.
I mean, I know, isn't that true though? When you get it at home, it's just amazing when you've got the right product for the right price. We're gonna take $150 off for this show. We're gonna pay to send it to you for this show, for this hour, because guess what? It's almost midnight. You're gonna see Leslie with a brand new Today's Special, and when that happens, you don't get this. And think about
Send me home.
We're gonna